Hello everybody, this is Sparks, and none of you will recognise this, except possibly Crazy Man. I thought I could never do this ever. I thought that I had lost this world, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is my first ever survival Minecraft world. My god, the memories. I've just loaded this world up. I found it on my laptop. And just sort of, kind of want to show you where I started. I remember when I first made this house, it kept getting blown up and stuff. There are randomly melons in the corner here. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. This leads down to the shaft mines. Oh, I was going to make a portal. I don't know if I ever did. And this was, it's not a shaft mine at all, in fact. This was before I realized that there was such a principle as shaft mining. Down there is just a big hole. I was just digging out a big hole, but I'm not going to show you that because it's not very interesting. So let's have a look at my first ever survival house. Oh, this is so exciting. I thought I'd lost this. I was convinced I didn't have it. I was not expecting to see this when I copied a load of old worlds from my laptop over here. These are my things. I started playing this world just before the hunger system came out, just before the adventure update, before when food regained your health but you didn't have hunger bars. Wow. Okay. The reason I stopped playing this world was because I found a duplication glitch. There's a tree up here. I found a duplication glitch to do with logging out with items on the ground, and as you may see later, I seem to have a huge amount of some stuff, and that kind of ruined it for me, and I've never cheated since because it honestly ruins the gameplay experience. So kind of not a bad first house, lots of windows, but it's the sort of wooden slab style that you get. I had a snow golem up in that turret. I think there was another golem turret over the other side possibly. I was thinking it would get rid of mobs, not realizing they died in the rain, so it died in the rain. That leads to my railway. And this is all sort of fenced off from the mobs. And I had a sugarcane farm. Oh, I was using the proper positioning. Oh no, I wasn't using the proper positioning. Look, you can't put sugarcane here. So it wasn't the most efficient. And this was my... When I hear a chicken, I still think back to this farm here. This is a farm design I found online. The chickens sit in water on top of glass panes, and the eggs fall through. In hindsight, I would have only needed glass panes in the very center, but you know, it's my first ever Minecraft thing, and they would be flushed down here by water streams, and the eggs end up here. There weren't any hoppers to pick things up with. It was just this. I don't know what that door over there is for, or where it goes. Oh, this is... If, when I got eggs, if I wanted to create more chickens, I would throw the chicken eggs like that over here. And the chickens would eventually pathfind through that door. And they'd open the door by the pressure plate. And then they would slowly, the only way they could go is along this path. And eventually they'd end up in the chicken farm. So it wasn't water streams or anything. It's just relying on their pathfinding. Let's take a quick nap before it gets dark. If I have a bed, I do have a bed. Oh, wow, this is fantastic. Not much on this world, so it's going to be a very short tour video, but oh my god, I thought it was so cool. I may stick some other things on as well. Right here, I seem to have torn it out, but right here, this is the first place I ever did anything with redstone. I was trying to make a mob trap, and I basically had a hole. I had like an opening, and the idea was the mobs would walk along and they'd fall in it and get stuck, and it had pistons, and I had no idea how pistons worked, and it was terrible. This seems to be a random mushroom house. I don't remember if I did anything with this. I did not. And this was another attempt at a mob farm. I think the snow golem attacked the mob, and the mob would go for him and fall into this pit, and this was really early stuff back before I knew how any of this worked. And that's more or less all I did over here. However, there are two other sites in this world I went exploring, and I kind of want to show you those as well quickly. So I will head on down to Grand Central Rail and show you what we have there. I'm hungry again. 1 second. I had no idea I still have this world. It's fantastic. I think that big tree up there is natural. I don't think I put that there. So there's like a subway lane down here, and this is sort of my first ever minecart system. Made noises when you arrived and departed, and all of this is power rail because power rail is one of the things I duplicated. So yeah, and the redstone torches I think I duplicated as well. I'll see you at the other side. It's a fairly short journey, but yeah. Here we go. We're coming up to the train station I built, and there's like a stop system. The minecart used to stop down here, so you could get out here if you wanted to, and go on to Grand Rail Central, or you could push the button and the minecart would continue, kind of thing. So up here, and this is all going to be like a proper rail station and stuff. Oh, this side. This is... Ow. This is my rail station. And what's really cool about it, the first village I ever found, what's really cool about it is that, again, I duplicated all the wood for this, which kind of ruined it again for me, but the really cool thing about this building is that during the day, and it's clearly broken, all the lights in the ceiling would go out, and then at night they go on. And this was before daylight detectors. This used a bud switch sun detector, which is right here. And I copied this from a tutorial. I didn't really know how it worked at the time, and it clearly doesn't work anymore. But the idea is you've got a little bit of water above a grass block, and the grass has enough light to grow during the day. Normally this would be covered over with dirt, like this. So you only see the water from the surface. And this is before enchanting as well, by the way, if you're wondering why none of the tools are enchanted. So during the day, there's enough light coming through this water to keep the grass from dying. But at night, the grass eventually dies, and that triggers a bud switch system, which would turn on the lights over there. And then in the day, in the morning, eventually the grass will grow back. This entire redstone contraption is made out of grass blocks so that it can spread quickly. And then it would turn the lights back on. It's pretty cool. Over here is the first village I ever found. And I also had a railroad. I wish I could find... I got lost on this map when I first started playing it. This is a village before villages. There were no villages. And I apparently didn't finish that wall. Huh. So it was kind of empty and sad. And very sandy, but there's a ravine on this server that was the world that was the first ravine I ever found, and it terrified me. It really did. I don't know where it is anymore though, because I got lost when I found it and then finally found my way back. So I need a boat. Okay, let's navigate my very strange idea of how boat roads should work. This used to... I don't remember the plan for this. It's kind of pleasant, actually. It's kind of quite a nice thing to have. You've got to be very careful when you steer, though. If you get caught on the edge, your boat breaks. And over to the right, you can see that was a sort of natural formation. What the? Okay, that was a natural formation caused by a chunk update. In these early... Oh my god, where did I just get out? Early in Minecraft, there were occasions when you get world updates and they wouldn't be smooth. You just get a new biome, like just appearing here. So it's kind of what happened here. I didn't know that at the time. So you've got like this, I remember there's a cave entrance. Yeah, look down here. Oh my god, did you hear that? I can hear the Guardians. That's kind of crazy, actually. Is that what that mark in the wall here is? What is this? No, it's just a random hole. Okay, that's really interesting that there's a Guardian farm here now. I would never have thought it. Anyway, so this is the ocean, and there's not really a good way out. And over here... Wow, look at that render distance. I played on like 5 chunk render distance or something. I never knew these things were so close together. Lots of creeper explosions, and I don't remember what was going on here. This is like some sort of base, but I do remember what was below it. Oh yeah. I don't remember how to get down there though. I think it's along the side. What do we have here? Some random things. This is my top layer for looking out for mobs at night. And if we get over here quickly, this is, I actually mentioned this a short while ago in a recent video. This is the slime farm I spent hours making and didn't work. And those jungle over there were definitely not over there before. So let's have a look. I love how I signposted it. I didn't let's play, there was no one else on this world, but I signposted it. Again, I copied this from a tutorial. I wasn't very inventive at this time. So, I don't remember what's down that way, but... Oh my god, this is tiny! I remember it being enormous because it took so long to build. I think it's because there weren't efficiency tools, and that really slowed things down. But yeah, there are water streams that take the mobs, the slimes along here, and then this was a system where adult mobs, the larger slimes would have their heads stuck in the water here, and they'd be stuck here, and so they'd drown, and only the smaller ones could fit into this water stream here, and then they would be pushed against that ladder, and the ladder would carry them up. This is sort of a combining room where all the slimes get pulled off the ladder and then get sent into one ladder just for all of them, and then they were supposed to be pumped to the surface, but I miscalculated, so I thought this is all slime chunks, but in fact I think the only slime chunk is like right there where there's now water and slimes can't spawn. So yeah, that's basically it for this world, but oh my god, I can't believe I'm in it right now. It's just insane. I haven't seen this world in years. And this is where the slimes were supposed to come out. It looks like I had some sort of killing system. Oh yeah, they dropped onto the pressure plate. And then you could flick that and they would drop into the water and drown. And then you'd flick that again and the slime drops would come in here. Again, not my design. Wow. And that boat killed me. Or a boat over here killed me. I approached it from underneath. Like I was underwater, I was swimming up to it, and I hit my head on the underside and it killed me. Very weird, Minecraft. And those... I was holding the only slimes that I had ever gotten from that farm, and I lost them at the bottom of the ocean. Because at the time I didn't know you could... like, use a bucket or a torch or something to breathe underwater. So... yeah. Oh, I think maybe this is the rail. Oh, yeah, yeah. This joins up to the Grand Central Rail, I believe. So, just an extra route to get there. Pretty sweet. Anyway, that was a nostalgia trip for me anyway. And I guess it gives you guys a bit of an insight into what my first ever Minecraft world was like. So, I'll see whether I've got any other worlds knocking around I want to stitch into this video, but we'll see.